Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I have invented the 5-minute meeting. Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, making it rain. Woo! Ashland City Council meeting of February 1st. This one started off saying, February 4th is Transit Equity Day, ensuring that public transit is fair and accessible because it's Rosa Parks' anniversary. I don't know if it's her birthday or the day she did that bus thing. And then the Transportation Commission report. The Transportation System Plan needs to get updated, said the chief of that Transportation Commission. And she said there's a crosswalk somewhere they added up, and they started that emergency on-ramp there at the I-5 off of Mountain. And lots of things they're going to do in the next year coming up. A lot of coming up proclamations, traffic calming block parking and parking stuff, and everyone is welcome at all Transportation Commission meetings. Pro tip: bring a cup of coffee. Long. And then this one goes, hey, what's this cross climate collaboration group you speak of? Because she meant that, and the Transportation chief said, Commission chief said, oh, it's a group of commission chairs, and we get together and we share ideas. And then there are lots of questions about transportation from the council. And then the public works guy says, hey, so we're working with the police and the fire. And getting more evacuation route signs up and clarifying evacuation routes and trying to get people to know their zones and to, not to leave prematurely if there's some kind of a warning. And then this one says, hey, no one wants to see premature evacuation. Not even a smirk from anybody. Come on. Premature evacuation. That was a giggle, eye roll, nothing. It was a tough room. I was saying. And then this one goes, it says, hey, all those trucks clogging the streets during the Alameda fire makes me think that the road diet needs reversing. And the public works guy goes, we don't think the road diet needs reversing. The issue is more of getting traffic staff out to certain intersections faster. And then the public forum, a woman in a red shirt said, we could reduce super polluting cars if we had a bike path to get through Lithia Park and through downtown. And then another lady with glasses and earrings said, hey, the transportation system plan needs updating. Another lady said the same thing. And then she said the old plan is not even really applies right now, considering changes in the planet. And then the city manager's report. This guy, he said, hey, local 659 electrical union wants to start negotiations. And 2, Talent is on board with our $3 million TAP project we got grant money for. And 3, $8,000 in grants from the hotel tax money. That process starts in May. He blazed through these topics. There were no questions. Hopefully everything is great there. And then the consent agenda to approve extending the emergency declaration to April 5th, which allows Zoom meetings like this and until then and makes Ashland more qualifiable for federal money. I mean, maybe it's a good thing, but it sure feels bad. I mean, it feels like it takes away accountability somehow. I don't know. Oh, well. And then public hearing on housing and employment zones, the proposed ordinance that would allow condos between Hershey and the Railroad District and maybe on Ashland Street in some places. And the city guy says, a member of the local building community brought this up, and the council vaguely approved a study. And this ordinance is to take commercial and employment zones and allow builders to decide to build condos or not, however they feel. And the city no longer decides. Builders decide where they want to build. And it's a lot of jibber-jabber stats that not relating to the Ashland specifically. And then another city guy said, FYI, our Cracker Jack City Planning Department is just now starting this housing study. So that'll be done a long time from now and have no practical impact on this ordinance. And then there was a public forum about this public hearing. And then there was another public forum from people about this ordinance. And the KDA builder who proposed this idea, I think it might have been Kay, I said, I want to build even more condos, even on Ashland Street. Everyone should be allowed to rent any part of any house or building to anyone for anything, and I want to build whatever I want, wherever I want. And then red beard and glasses guy said, hey, we can't just give up employment zones. I mean, although housing is necessary, affordable housing isn't encouraged in this ordinance. And the lady with glasses and earrings again from before, she goes, apparently she's a land developing consultant, and everyone seemed to know her. And she wanted big changes that would allow all of Ashland's land to be developed somehow. However, she had a lot of different ideas, and she was super pro apartments. That was interesting. And then this guy goes, hey, does this ordinance require any percentage of affordable housing? And the city planner guy goes, this doesn't require any need affordable housing. And this one goes, this ordinance was originally pitched as we need temporary housing for Alameda fire victims, but now it's turned into this full-time change favoring developers. And the city guy goes, yeah. And then this one goes, can we tweak this to require affordable housing? And the city guy goes, oh, this is going to require more than a tweak. And then this one goes, this one says, I don't think we're ready to move forward with this. There's an economic study coming out. Maybe that could be helpful. And then this one goes, I was just going to agree with the staff recommendation like I always do and say we should do this, but this one's I like her. And she says no, so I guess I'll agree with that, I guess. And so she goes, this one goes, I move that we push this till May. And that was all approved. So the planning department and the commission might be a rubber stamp for developers, but the city council might just be able to check that nonsense. Good for them. And then this one goes, hey guys, that's all we got on the schedule. Any final comments? And this one says, hey, the Rogue Valley Council of Governments met, and the talent mayor said thanks for that $3 million TAP grant money for that pipe collaboration. That's going to be awesome. We're excited about that. And this one says, hey, since we're done early, let's talk about the look ahead. And you look ahead is this big aspirational schedule of topics to talk about at council meetings over the next coming year. And it's super empty right now. And so the city manager rattled off like 90 things. And everybody brought up something, a water meeting, not just one, but water supply versus distribution versus conservation. They were all considered separately. All other subjects were just, all of them to show up. No kidding. Every subject you could imagine was brought up by one of the counselors as something we should talk about at a meeting or maybe a town hall and blah, blah, blah. And then so it got to the point where there was so much. This one goes, hey, city manager, I see you writing furiously. Are you getting all of this? Because it was furious. And the city manager goes, well, it was a lot, so let me put it all together and then send it out to y'all. And he didn't say y'all, I don't know where he's from, but to the councilors, and you let me know if I got it all right there. And she goes, hey, cool, this was what a great meeting. And I was a big fan of that bonus chat about that at the end there. It was a big time. And that was it. End of meeting. You're welcome.